Welcome to Muelheim and the European Darts Trophy, the 8th European Tour event of 2016, and one that has just been won by Michael van Gerwen, the world #1. He's just beaten Mensur Suljovic, making his second Euro Tour final in a row, beating him 6-5 in the final. Michael, you were 5-4 down, you pulled out a 12-darter, and then you were on a 10-darter, finished it off an 11. When you need it, you can find your best stuff. How do you do it all the time?
Especially against a player like him, it's not easy because he's one of the most difficult players to play against, especially when he's playing this well. And I missed a few chances early on, and my confidence was great. I played fantastic against Jurle early on with a 115 average. Last game against Kim was good, only on one leg. I missed a lot of doubles. But I had to believe in myself, and I just had to keep myself calm in this game, and that's exactly what I did. And then you also need a bit of luck on your side and make sure you produce legs like that.
Well, look, yeah, there was 115 average against Jelle Klaassen. You managed to overcome Kim Huybrechts, who's playing some superb darts, and Mensur himself played excellently. You missed the Euro Tour event last week. How is the ankle? Because we were concerned that maybe you weren't fighting fit for this weekend. Not a word of it.
I wasn't okay till like 2-3 days ago, to be fair. And I also let them know the organization. But on the end, I told myself, we give it a try, and I felt good yesterday, so I started the tournament, and I think it went quite well, and I can't really complain now, is it? The best medicine is to win the tournament.
It is indeed the best medicine. I believe that's 13 Euro Tour titles for you, way more than anybody else. Paul Nicholson, who's been commentating with me this weekend, I know that you think perhaps the time off might have actually helped, Michael.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, Michael, having last weekend off and having a week off between Perth, where you also won, and obviously here, do you think that's a blessing considering all of the challenges that you got left in September?
Yeah, it could be, of course. I think last week I wasn't sure anyway if I was going to play, and on the Thursday I rang Dawson of the organization, and I said to him, yeah, I will come tomorrow. And the day after I woke up with a bad foot, and I thought by myself, yeah, I better skip this now and just make sure I rest, because I was on the sofa for 4 days and didn't move at all, and I needed it probably, and my body as well. And you can perform 365 days a year. It's impossible, but I think I'm doing really well, and I'm glad I won this weekend. And yeah, I hope it gives me more confidence for the next few months.
Michael, just before we let you go and celebrate, we had 2,300 fans here at the RWE Arena here in Muelheim to watch this weekend. It's a massive September. We've got another Euro Tour event next week. We've got the Champions League of Darts coming up in the BBC, a new tournament, and I know you will have your eye on winning that, on what is going to be a massive new stage for PDC Darts.
It is going to be a massive new stage, but as I'm a player and I want to perform well in every tournament I play in. Paul, he still plays, and he knows exactly how it is. You always want to win. Doesn't matter where you play. If it's for BBC, for Sky, it doesn't really matter. You just want to win the tournaments, and that's where I'm going for. And I want to win all the time, but it's not always possible, and that makes it really difficult sometimes.
Well, he is winning more than anybody else. Michael, we'll let you go. Congratulations. Superb this weekend.
Congratulations.
Go and celebrate yet another Euro Tour win for Michael van Gerwen. Paul, it was a dramatic weekend. The number of games we saw where players missed match darts and then went out of the tournament. But even Michael van Gerwen, when he wasn't playing his best stuff in the early stages, he got the job done. And when he needed to, he stepped it up. And nothing highlighted that better than the last two legs against Mensur Suljovic from 5-4 down. That's the difference between a very good player and one of the greatest of all time, isn't it?
Yeah, it just goes to show that the world #1 doesn't always have to win 6-0, 6-1, 6-2. In the last two matches, he had to win 6-5 against guys who are obviously playing well, both finalists from last week. So, going forward, I think Michael van Gerwen can take confidence from one thing and one big thing, and that is, if I'm under pressure, I'm still going to beat you.
Well, Quite possibly he will. We've got the third in our triple header in September coming up in Sindelfingen, starting on Friday, the Glaspalast, an ever-present venue on the European Tour. Then it'll be streamed events in Barnsley. We're doing the Pro Tour events there, and then it is the Champions League of darts. Paul will be there for pretty much all of it, either as a commentator or a player. I'll be there as well. We will see you in Sindelfingen as the European Tour continues, the penultimate event for the year, as these guys battle out for a place in Hasselt in Belgium for the European Championship.